from Don Lee Field. It is the opening game of the 2025 regular season as the Grayson County Cougars take on the Raiders of Hart County. Good evening. Welcome here to what is, just an absolutely picture-perfect afternoon here at Don Lee Field for the opening day 2025 for the Grayson County Cougars. Sam Gormley here with you for another season. We didn't wait long. 1 week after basketball season, we're hitting the diamond, and Mother Nature could not have blessed us any better for what is supposed to be and should be a great season for Grayson County as they look for their third straight district title. They won it 2 years ago here at Grayson County. Last year defeated Edmondson County at Whitesville Trinity, and they'll try to pull off a trifecta, winning it at Butler County this year. As this is the Locker Room Show brought to you by friends at Hometown Hangout. Make sure to stop by and see them before, during, and after every Grayson County game this season. And they got great specials coming up, too, for March Madness. Maybe you filled out your bracket. No better place to watch all of the games there. They've got great specials. They've got the Hometown Hangout MVP wall there where you can see maybe the winner of today's game listed on the wall there. And then they got the Mr. Spirit wall, too. So, they got everything that you want. Get your picture in front of the Mr. Spirit wall in honor of one of Grayson County's best residents. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, brought to you by Hometown Hangout, we will introduce you to both of these squads. We will have 90 seconds with Napier, and we'll have the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Welcome back to Don Lee Field. It is opening day 2025 for the Grayson County Cougars as they take on the Raiders of Hart County. Hart County last year 14-20. They lost to Greene County in the district semifinals. Brandon Clemens, their head coach. And for Hart County, they return a decent amount from last year's squad, including a couple of players who can flat out hit the ball. Austin Martin last year hit .342 with a pair of doubles and 9 RBIs. He is a problem on the base paths as well. He had 25 steals a year ago. And Braden Miner, he hit .343 with 18 RBIs. He was their main pitcher as well last season and will get the nod today on the mound for Hart County on opening day. Had an ERA just below 4, but he threw nearly 500 more pitches than the next highest player on the team. He was their workhorse, 16 games and 13 starts, and it's no surprise that you're seeing him out here today getting the nod on opening day for this Hart County squad, who's looking to start the season with a 1-0 record. We got a couple of new faces on the team as well, some players that primarily play football and basketball, but they've come over and played a little baseball this year, including Connor Trent and LD Wagner. LD Wagner did play a little bit last year. And then Gage Owens, the sophomore. He was also one of their football players on a football team that has been rolling over these last couple of seasons that is now finding themselves in the diamond, just like a couple of Grayson County guys that play other sports are jumping over to baseball for the first time this year. Cougars, we'll take a break, introduce you to them. As we mentioned, they're looking for district championship number 3 in a row. We'll introduce you to them after this. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hey, Kentucky high school senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Donley Field, Grayson County and Hart County here on opening day 2025. The umpires are getting ready to take the field, and they're getting ready to have a conversation right now at home plate to get us ready for this opening game of the season. Grayson County, first game of the year. They're looking to replace a couple of really good bats. Jaron Van Meter, Landon Sharella, amongst others last season. And, those bats don't necessarily grow on trees, but you're looking towards someone like Levi Rogers to step up into an even bigger role. And last year it's hard to be much better, hitting .425 with a dinger and 31 RBIs. And Gage Napier on the mound. He will get the start today. He was their number one starter last season. Had 13 games, 10 starts, record of 4-3 with an ERA just below 4. For Gage, it's always just that good start, throwing first pitch strikes, allowing him to use his off-speed to get ahead of hitters and make them miss as well. So it should be good to see him rolling. Landon Haycraft, he's still getting back into baseball mode, I guess you could say, as he's only, of course, this time 1 week ago, we were about to tip off in the third region basketball championship, and now he's switched immediately over into baseball. He played in their scrimmage last Thursday. Might have had one practice, if even that, and getting ready for baseball season. He'll be behind the dish today as one of the main catchers, and it was something that Jody Nutt was a little bit concerned about because there's not much catching depth on this team, and Landon stepped into that role and filled it admirably. Jody Nutt was going to do our pregame conversation, but he's now got a new assistant coach, including somebody that we know very well, and if you've watched Cougar baseball over the years, you know as well. Briley Napier, former K105 member, and now an assistant coach. He's gone from player to the dark side, and now he's on the on the coaching staff. So we're going to do something a little bit different and try 90 seconds with Napier for a pregame interview here on the Hometown Hangout Locker Room Show. That'll come up next here on K105.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood. And unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back to our Locker Room Show, brought to you by Hometown Hangout here on K105 Digital Productions. It's time for the first ever edition of, it's not 90 Seconds with Nut, but instead we're doing 90 Seconds with Napier. We're going to try and actually do this in 90 seconds to do a pregame interview. We're going to start the timer. How about right now? What's opening day feel like?
It feels great. I'm excited to be back out here coaching for the first year. Excited to be here with you talking, but the boys are ready. It's a beautiful day out, and I just can't wait to see some baseball.
Most people don't go from playing to the dark side to coaching. Why back to coaching?
I couldn't get away from it. I couldn't get away from baseball. I love the sport. I love being around it. Good old stepdad, Coach Nutt, he might have had a thing or two with getting me back out here, but it was bound to happen eventually, and I'm happy to be here.
Is 90 Seconds with Nutt ever going to be a thing pregame?
We need to go on a good winning streak probably, get him in a good mood. I think it could happen, but I wouldn't really get my hopes up too high.
Gage on the bump today. What do you see from him?
I need first pitch strikes. If he gets ahead in the count, we're going to have a real good day. And he's real dominant when he get ahead, and he's just got a good head on his shoulders, and I have faith in him.
Rough scrimmage last week. How do you bounce back?
We have to take that scrimmage for what it is, and that's just a glorified practice. Greenwood's really good. They're a really good baseball team. We got a lot of things that we took from it and we can work on.
About 5 seconds. How do you win?
Put the ball in play, throw strikes.
There you go. That's 90 Seconds with Napier. I messed it up, and that's going to make it to where we don't get 90 seconds. I tried.
It happens.
Hometown Hangout Locker Room shows more after this.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Welcome back to Don Lee Field, opening day 2025 for the Grayson County Cougar baseball team. It's time now to meet the starting lineups for both squads. First for the visitors, the Raiders of Hart County. Leading off and catching is Austin Martin. Batting second at third base will be Zachary Sloan. The three-hole hitter will be the starting pitcher, Braden Minor. Batting fourth at short is Bryson Huff. The five-hole hitter will be the first baseman, Zach Wilson. Batting sixth in right field is Gage Owens. The seven-hole hitter will be the designated hitter, Colton Collins. Batting eighth in left field is L.D. Wagoner. And batting ninth in center, Maddox Gower. The DP in the field at second base will be Wyatt Cheney. Once more, that lineup for Hart County is Martin catching, Sloan at third, Minor pitching, Huff at short, Wilson at first, Owens in right field, and the latter third of Collins, the designated hitter, Wagner in left, and Gower as the center fielder. Now the lineup for the Grayson County Cougars. First game of the season for them as well. Leading off, the catcher, Landon Haycraft. Batting second at shortstop is Chase Balnock. The 3-hole hitter will be the third baseman, Levi Rogers. Batting fourth in left field is Garrett Bradley. The 5-hole hitter will be the right fielder, Cam Fulkerson. Batting sixth and pitching, Gage Napier. The 7-hole hitter will be the first baseman, Jake Bratcher. The center fielder, Grayson Chaffins, he'll hit eighth. And the 9-hole hitter will be the designated hitter, Jet Hawkins. Case Rogers will play in the field for him at second base. Once more, that lineup for Grayson County. Haycraft catching, Balnock at short, Rogers at third, Bradley in left, Fulkerson in right, Napier pitching, Bratcher at first, Chaffins in center, and Hawkins as the designated hitter. Rogers will play in the field for Hawkins at second base. Those are the lineups. It's time now for the national anthem, so we'll step aside, and the 2025 season begins after this.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero. Now that's a superhero landing. Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes. Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home. That's my girl!
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
About ready for us to roll here at Donley Field for the opening game of the 2025 regular season. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. Gage Napier is on the mound today for the Cougars. Last season, Gage, 13 games, 10 starts, record of 4-3, ERA of 3.95, 57 strikeouts, and 26 walks. Napier, a junior, has been one of the mainstays of the Cougar starting rotation since he made his debut as an 8th grader a couple of years ago and has just only gotten better as he's gotten older here. The defensive alignment for the Cougars, it'll be Garrett Bradley in left, Grayson Chaffins in center, Cam Fulkerson in right. Around the horn, starting with the third baseman, is Levi Rogers, Chase Balnock, Case Rogers, and Jake Bratcher at first. And the battery of Landon Haycraft behind the dish, and the aforementioned Gage Napier on the mound. To open us up, it'll be Hart County and Austin Martin, the catcher, to lead off the brand new season. Martin, .342 average, a year ago with a pair of doubles and 9 RBIs. The junior Napier to open up the 2025 season, and the pitch is fouled off right side, and that is how we get underway today. Martin, pair of doubles, 9 RBIs. He's got some speed. Last year, despite being the catcher, usually you don't see a ton of speed from the catching position. It's 25 of 27 on steals. If he gets on the base paths, watch out. Pitch misses outside, and the count will go to 1-1. Absolutely perfect afternoon for baseball here at Donley Field. I'm not sure you could ask for anything better here in the middle of March. There's a hard ground ball to Case Rogers at second. He'll grab it, he'll throw on, and that is the first out of 2025. As Case Rogers, the 8th grader, an easy ground ball right to him to get him in. Zachary Sloan now steps into the box, 229 average a year ago. 7 RBIs to go along with 3 extra base hits of the double variety for Sloan. Hart County did not go long ball last year. Swing and a miss. Napier blows it right past Sloan with the fastball early on. Sloan, the third baseman, another senior on this heavy senior-laden Hart County team. Napier misses a little low to move us to 1 and 1 strike. Hart County coached by Brandon Clemens. He played his high school baseball at LaRue County. And he is coaching third base down in the coach's box. 1-1 from Napier. Misses outside into the left-handed batter's box. Landon Haycraft, we mentioned in the open, he's back behind the dish. Cougars worked pretty much the entire preseason without him. He's landed one of the starters on the Cougar basketball team, and it's good to have him back behind the dish. Fouled off, and that'll even us up here at 2-2. Napier looks over the glove, shakes off the first pitch. Here comes the second. The break even coming from Napier is popped straight up in the infield. Haycraft throws the mask off, dives towards, and it is going to go out of play. Takes a hard bounce into the Grayson County faithful over to our right. Those are the toughest plays for catchers to make, and it's why, in my eyes, catchers maybe the toughest position to play in all the sports, or one of them. Because you are having to throw that mask off, immediately look into the air, and find it in a split second. And you don't always know how much room you have to the backstop. Luckily, Haycraft at home knew exactly how much room he did have. Break even coming again with 1 down in the inning. Swing and a miss, down on strikes. First strikeout of the season for Gage Napier. And there's 2 down early here in the top of the first inning. And it'll be Braden Miner, the starting pitcher for Hart County, to step in. Miner, 343 average a year ago. 18 RBIs, 6 doubles, and a triple. He's their best bat returning to the lineup. First pitch fouled off right side. We mentioned temperature-wise, it is very comfortable outside here at Donley Field. I look down, 73 degrees. The wind is a factor today, though, with wind mile per hour around 20 miles per hour right now, and it has been swirling from blowing in, blowing right, as there's a ground ball right back to Napier. He'll throw on, and Hart County goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of 1. It is Hart County 0, and the Cougars are coming up. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
A 1-2-3 top half of the first inning is how the 2025 season got started for Grayson County, and now it's the Bats' turn for Grayson. Once more the lineup for the Cougars: Haycraft, Bonnock, Rogers, Bradley, Fulkerson, Napier, Bratcher, Chaffins, Hawkins. They will be facing the senior starting pitcher Braden Miner. Last year, 16 games, 13 starts, a record of 3-7, an ERA just shy of 4. But a lot of his action comes with his own arm. It's 88 strikeouts, 68 walks in 75 innings. So he does have some control issues at times, but he's going to strike some guys out as well and maybe not put as many balls in play for his defense. The defensive alignment for the Raiders: Wagner in left, Gower in center, Owens in right, and around the horn starting with Sloan at third, Huff at short, Cheney at second, Wilson at first, and the catcher is Martin for the aforementioned Miner. Looks like he's got a couple of more warm-up pitches to face this Grayson County lineup. In fact, by a couple of more, I meant one more. I didn't see the umpire hold up the one more signal, but looks like we're ready for us to go. Landon Haycraft will lead off for Grayson County a year ago. .356 average with 7 runs batted in. One thing that stood out the most about Landon, you hear a .356 average and you're thinking, well, that's a pretty solid average, but 0 extra base hits last season for Landon. Does that mean anything? Not really, but .356 average, you're hitting the ball well. That's really all that matters. Looks like we have a catcher equipment issue now for Martin behind the dish. As one of the assistant coaches is having to re-tighten up his padding, and like we say, it's first game for all of us. Hart County scrimmaged last week against Barron County, whereas the Cougars scrimmaged against Greenwood, and Greenwood is a very, very, very good baseball team. Haycraft steps into the box to go up against Miner, and the first pitch is outside no, it's a called strike. Just hits that outside corner, called by our home plate umpire today. So we're lined up pretty much right behind the plate, but our press box here at Donley Field is behind the plate but at an angle. Still will never understand why it's this, as Haycraft grounds one right back to Miner on the mound. He'll flip on to first, and it takes 2 pitches to get the first out of the game for Grayson County. It'll be Chase Bonnock now to hit for the Cougars, as Bonnock last year hit .260 with 17 RBIs as the shortstop. He played really well as the season went along a year ago. Has good speed for Grayson County. First pitch is lined right up into center field. Charging and letting it drop is Gower, and that is a hit for Bonnock to open us up here in the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch swinging was Bonnock. It was an off-speed pitch right down the middle. And Bonnock sent it right back to where it was pitched. Levi Rogers, the left-handed hitting third baseman, comes in. The Asbury signee. A year ago hit .425 with a homer, 31 RBIs, and OPS north of 1,000. Large lead for Bonnock at first. And it is a pickoff move, and he's in there easily. It's always good to open up the year, too, with knowing that you're going to need to do laundry tonight. And Chase is the first one that gets that early on today, at least the one that should be, unless somebody's fallen down in pregame. Another pickoff move, not a great throw. If it was a better throw, they might have gotten Bonnock down at first. Bonnock, though, in the head early of the starting pitcher, Miner. Rogers, the Cougars' best bat. Bonnock is off. It's hit and run. A hard ground ball right back up the middle. The step on second. The throw to first. And that is a 6-3 double play. The hit and run, well, sometimes it comes back to bite you, and that's exactly what it did there. That ends the inning. Cougars threaten but can't get anything across. And through one full, it's Hart County 0 and Grayson County 0. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
up to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Is that the best you can do? This mediocre work is
You're not reaching your full grades are potential. unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
The hit and run comes back to bite Grayson County in that first inning. And as we head to the top of the second, it is 0-0. Only took Hart County 4 pitches to get through the first inning. It only took Gage Napier to get 11 to get through his first innings. 15 pitches to get 6 outs in this game. We're on a record pace here tonight. It'll be 4, 5, 6 in the order for Hart County to face Napier. Napier in that first inning struck out 1 and got a couple of ground outs, including 1 right back to him. He'll face the shortstop Bryson Huff in his first plate appearance, 2-14 a year ago. First pitch fouled off. Very late on that swing on the fastball outside. Huff, maybe the best pitcher on this Hart County team. Last year an ERA of 2.4, averaged about a strikeout per inning as well, with 11 games and 7 starts. Today starting, though, at shortstop. 0-1, fouled off again. Again, Huff is late from Napier. Late on consecutive pitches, and this is probably where Gage might come up with a high fastball and say, come and get it. The 0-2 from Napier. He goes a low fastball, and it still works the same. Strike 3 called on low outside corner. That's the second strikeout of the game for the junior, Gage Napier. As the old baseball saying goes, that would be classified as a good morning, good afternoon, good night from Gage Napier to open up this second inning. The batter now is Zach Wilson, not the quarterback. Zach Wilson, the first baseman here for the Raiders. 1-0 pitch, fouled off behind the dish. And that'll even us up here at 1-1. Hart County a year ago went 14-20. Lost to Greene County in the district semifinals. Greene County, though, a baseball power traditionally in that 5th region. Napier misses high, and he's fallen behind here at 2-1 to Wilson. Greene County will be hosting Grayson County here in a couple of weeks. Over spring break, Grayson County will be playing in their tournament, which I believe might be a wood bat tournament, if my memory's right. Called strike of the knees to even us up here at 2-2. Either that or I completely just made that up, which wouldn't be the first time that I made something up on a broadcast. I am correct. It is a wooden bat tournament that'll begin the Tuesday of spring break for Grayson County. The break even misses just a little bit low, and the count will go full to Wilson. The wind has continued to pick up. It is now swirling more towards blowing from left to right across the field. 3-2 pitch outside, and Wilson works to walk, the first base runner of the game today for Hart County. Gage Owens, the right fielder, now in. Owens did not play baseball last year. Or correction, he did. I'm looking here at my stats completely wrong. He had 140 a season ago, had an RBI and a double last year. He's changed his numbers Last year he was number 0. This year wearing number 18. Owens was a member of the Hart County football team, though. And they've been pretty good these past couple of seasons. Napier delivers the first pitch to Owens. He shows bunt. He pops it off, and that's well out of play. Off to the right side. A little small ball action coming for Hart County to open us up. Owens didn't necessarily look very comfortable bunting. Rogers now will shade in a little bit at third. Bratcher holds the runner on at first. 0-1, bunt again. This one's a good one. Charging in is Rogers. He'll get the out at first. That's the second out of the inning. Beautiful sacrifice bunt by Gage Owens. It goes 5-3 on the putout. Advances Wilson into scoring position, and Colton Collins hit just below 100 a year ago, but very good eye. Led the team a season ago with 17 walks. He's not afraid to work the count. Large lead down at second by Wilson. Bonnock hides behind him, and first one runs inside. It's the one pro to Bonnock not being the tallest guy out there, that he can truly hide behind the runner to allow the batter not to have really any ability to communicate whether to get back or not. Like Bonnock right now is standing directly behind Wilson. Now backs off into his traditional shortstop. Now he goes back. Now back to short. And it's inside 2-0. Chase showing off his dance moves down there at shortstop. Two-0 pitch coming from Napier. Is a slow ground ball in the hole. Picked up by Bratcher at first. He'll flip on to Napier, who covers and tags. And that is the inning. Hart County threatens but can't do anything with it. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. No score here between Grayson County and Hart County. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Garrett Bradley will lead off for Grayson County here in the bottom half of the second inning. No score between the Cougars and the Raiders of Hart County here in the opening game of this brand new season. Bradley, the left fielder, was hitting the ball extremely well for the Cougars late in last season. .338 average with 19 RBIs and OPS pushing 1,000 for Grayson as a left-handed hitter. This is one of these guys that Jody Nutt's really hoping can step into a role vacated by a Landon Chiarella last season. First pitch swinging is fouled off left side. It only took the Hart County starting pitcher Braden Miner 4 pitches to get 3 outs in the first inning, and that includes having a hit by Chase Bonnock during that sequence. Cougars were swinging early. 0-1 is just fouled off by Bradley. He's fallen behind here at no balls and 2 strikes. His Miner has thrown 6 pitches in this game, and the Cougars have made contact with all 6 of them. Hit off of the catcher, Martin. Umpire says, "Are you okay?" And he says yes. And that's another example of why a catcher is one of the hardest positions to play in all of sports because you take an absolute beating behind the dish. Wind begins to pick up. Blowing straight in now. 0-2 to Bradley is outside. Wind is swirled for most of the game. It's blown from the right side and now coming in. And now it's really nothing at all. Watching the flag above the scoreboard. Bradley sends one deep into left center field. The left fielder Wagner curls over. He'll make the catch for the first out of the second inning. Cam Fulkerson now into the box for Grayson County, 289 a year ago, 18 RBIs and a double. Plays a good outfield. You could also see him on the mound as well. Inside, almost hits him. He had to dive out of the way of that, and that's where I have to pay homage to our former K105 color analyst and now Cougar assistant coach, Briley Napier. That's where he would have said, wear it. He holds, as pitch misses inside, he holds a self-proclaimed state record for being hit in the head in KHSAA. It happened at least twice. Our records have tried to find the actual answer to that, but cold strike outside. The catcher Martin framed that one very well to give the edge to Minor on the mound. But our records team has looked to see if there's any truth or validity to Briley's statement, and we have yet to find anything. Outside, and it goes 3-1. Minor does struggle to throw strikes at times. You know, last year averaged just under 1 walk per inning, while striking out a little over 1 per inning. 3-1, Fulkerson, fly ball left field. Having it read and catching it in the wind is Wagner, and that is the second out of the inning. You could tell Wagner struggled a little bit. For one, he's looking directly into the sun to catch it, and two, that wind is swirling. It's almost like Wrigley Field out. Gage Napier, 228 a year ago, 16 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple for this Grayson County squad. First pitch he sees from Minor is high and inside for ball 1. Napier watches the pitch outside, and you're starting to see Minor have a little issues with control in this inning. As he's only, this will be his 12th pitch of the inning. Prior to this one, only 5 have gone for a strike, and Napier sawed off on that, fouls it off down that right field line, and assistant coach, the aforementioned Briley Napier, who is the first base coach, picks that one up. I'm surprised they trust him to coach first. You better believe, though, any bang-bang play, they're going. Here comes the 2-1. Misses high, and it goes 3-1 against Gage Napier. Looks like Nick Beeler coaching down at third. Jody Nutt remaining in the dugout for Grayson County. Here comes the 3-1. Ground ball, a hard one. Shortstop Huff picks and fires, and that is the inning. We're through 2 full. No score between Grayson County and Hart County. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
We're flying through the opening game of the brand new season. Grayson County and Hart County tied at 0 as we start the top of the third inning here from Donley Field. And it'll be 8-9-1 in the order for the Raiders, starting off with L.D. Wagoner. And the first one coming from Gage Napier. Misses somewhere. Well, I guess it just came maybe a little bit inside. It looked good. Or might have been a little high. Napier trying to establish that inner part of the zone. This time he goes outside, and there's a called strike, and might be what we call the old makeup call there, because I think the first one was a strike, and I think that one was a ball, so now we're even. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. No question about that. L.D. Wagoner was trying to send that one off onto Shrewsbury Road out there in left field. 1-2. Misses high. Wagoner, another member of that football team. He had 36 carries for 255 yards and 6 touchdowns. Also a star on their defense. Break even from Napier, misses low, and the count goes full. Had little experience last year, went 3 for 13 with an RBI. 3-2 pitch. Misses inside, and that's a leadoff walk for Hart County. Maddox Gower, the center fielder, for his first plate appearance of the season. Last year only saw 7 total plate appearances. Did not pick up a hit, but did pick up 3 walks. Very stiff in his batting stance. Just barely. He shows bunt. He lays it down right back to Napier on the mound. Napier will go to first to get the first out. And there's one down here in the third inning, and the lineup will flip back over towards the top. For Austin Martin. Martin grounded out to Case Rogers at second in his first plate appearance. Hart County is a runner in scoring position for the second time tonight after the leadoff walk from Napier. And first one misses high and inside. Napier trying to establish that inner part of the zone, and to our umpire's credit, he's not been calling it at all tonight. I might think it is a strike, but clearly he disagrees. 1-0, ground ball in the hole right side. Case Rogers dives, and it's off his glove. They're going to hold the runner at third, who falls down then as he was trying to run through the stop sign. He slips and falls, and there's runners on the corners now with only one out for Hart County. Timeout called. Buddy Hobby wants to talk with Gage Napier on the mound and probably just, hey, you're okay, with one of the best bats in the Hart County lineup, Zach Sloan, coming up. 7 RBIs a year ago with 3 doubles, and then on deck, you've got Minor who can really swing the stick, hitting .343 a year ago. The mound visit breaks up. And we'll see what Napier does with Zach Sloan. Sloan struck out swinging against Napier in his first plate appearance. Could we see maybe another bunt here and try and see if they can get the runner Wagner home from third? The runner is off. They are going to throw down, not in time, and I do believe it was called a ball, so the runner advances to second. Not showing much worry about the speed of Wagner down at third, and it looks like it was called a ball. So the steal for Martin puts runners on second and third now with one down here in this top half of the third inning. Showing bunt, it's right down that first base line, and they're going to tag the runner out at first. But Wagner will come home to score, and Hart County strikes first. They lead 1-0. Another sacrifice bunt goes 3 unassisted. Martin advances to third. And now there's 2 down in the inning with the Raiders leading 1-0. Minor grounded out to Napier on the mound in his first plate appearance. He skies this one left side, and that one will bounce out of play and head towards the parking lot. We'll have to see when we get our first car hit of the season. Hopefully not to mine. That's why I park it about as far away as possible, so mine does not wear one of the foul balls. Napier delivers the 0-1, just misses inside. And by just miss, I mean just missed hitting Braden Minor. Runner of Martin stands on third. Nice crowd has piled in here today. Good Hart County contingency over to our left. And that's lined into center field. Grayson Chaffins has it read. Grayson Chaffins has it grabbed. And that is the inning. Hart County, though, adds 1. And we head to the bottom of the third. It is the Raiders 1 and the Cougars 0. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true. We've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Cougars trail 1-0 against Hart County after some small ball leads to a run for the Raiders. It'll be the bladder 3 for Grayson County. It'll be Jake Bratcher, Grayson Chaffins, and Jet Hawkins to hit for Grayson County. Cougars are trying to find some more base runners, as they had the one in that first inning after the hit by Chase Bonnock, and then it was a line drive right back up the middle. It turned into a bad luck double play. Because the Cougars were doing a hit and run, the shortstop Huff ran over to cover second to put the tag, and the ball ended up rolling right to him. If they weren't running, ball probably would have gone into center field. It just shows that, baseball sometimes is a cruel game. Bratcher to lead off. Is Bratcher last year for Grayson County Hit .263 with 15 RBIs and 3 doubles. It looks like he is taking a wristband off, taking a couple extra seconds to get into the box. Here we go. First pitch to the bottom half of the third inning. To Bratcher. Misses outside, and that's how we get rolling here in the bottom of the third. Sun begins to set, and when that sun begins to set, that temperature is going to start to drop throughout the evening, and that wind's not going to help. But it's still, I mean, for the middle of March, you can't ask for much better opening day weather. Especially when, as Bratcher fouls that off, I was thinking back to, it's either last year or the year before, I think opening day was 32 degrees. And I'll take 72 over 32 any single day of the week that ends in Y. And the 1-1 coming to Bratcher is a ground ball down the third base line and foul. Bratcher tried to hug the line, and it just scurried off to the left side. One-two to Bratcher. Minor delivers the pitch inside. Bratcher dives out of the way as it almost plunked him in the head. Cougars have new helmets this year, and clearly Jake didn't want to try it out early. Again, it's always easy for us to say up here, we're not the ones going to take one in the head. Pitch just misses low, and the count will go full. Bratcher trying to fight back to get on base. Bratcher has been the backup quarterback on the football team the past couple of seasons. He'll try to compete to be the starter next year. 3-2 pitch. Popped off right side. The right fielder, Owens, will give it a watch, and it heads over into the player parking lot over to the right side. And saw a couple players scurry over there. They might be having to check out to see if they need a new windshield now. See if Jake might owe them one. 3-2 to Bratcher. Down on strikes. Swings at a pitch high and couldn't catch up to it. And that is the strikeout for Braden Minor. His first of the game. Grayson Chaffins comes in his first plate appearance in a non-scrimmage since he was 9 years old. It's been almost 10 years since Grayson has played baseball, and he was somebody that came in and played football the past 4 years as a starter in the back end of that defense. He was a safety for the Cougars and turned out to be a really good wide receiver as well, to the point where he's committed and he sends a line drive right at the third baseman Sloan, who curls to his left and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Chaffins hit that one pretty hard, but it was just right at Sloan, and as they say, they call it the hot corner for a reason. Jet Hawkins, another wide receiver on the Cougar football team, comes in to hit now. And the first one from Minor is a looper into left field for a base hit. Huff went chasing after. He wasn't able to get it at shortstop. And Jet Hawkins gets his first hit of the young season. Lineup flips back over to the top for Landon Haycraft. Haycraft saw only one pitch in his first plate appearance and grounded out. I do like the new helmets that the Cougars have, as it's kind of a tricolor. They have an orange brim, white portion on the front, and the navy all on the backside. And almost hits that orange brim on the pitch high and inside. Minor really trying to establish the inner part of the zone against the Cougars early on tonight. Hawkins, the runner at first. Very good speed. Let's see if Jody Nutt will start him. Pickoff move and awkward slide for Hawkins, and he's back. Those are those awkward slides, too, where you have to be worried about a shoulder injury, because he went in and he slid kind of unconventionally and kind of jammed his right hand. Slow grounder right back to Minor on the mound. He'll flip on to first, and that is the inning. We're through 3. Hart County leads Grayson County 1-0 here on opening day 2025. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
1-0 Hart County leads Grayson County. Start of the 4th inning. Raiders got a runner in that 3rd to cross a couple of sacrifice bunts. I mean, your line score right now for Hart County, they only have 1 hit. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. For Grayson County, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors on their end either. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Gage Napier, the Cougar starting pitcher, gone 3 innings with a hit, an earned run, 2 walks, and a pair of strikeouts. The shortstop, Bryson Huff, will lead off for the Raiders. Huff saw 3 pitches in his first plate appearance, and he couldn't catch up to any of them. In the last one, he couldn't catch up because he was watching. As Napier just sent him 3 pitches, all 3 fastballs, and you have to imagine here, this is why I love baseball so much. Is this the game where Napier's just going to continue peppering the fastball to him until he shows he can catch up to it? Or is this the moment where he drops in something off speed because you're thinking Huff is thinking fastball? That's what I love about sports and so on, is all of those different aspects. It's like in football, do you run the ball when they think you're going to run the ball because they think you're going to pass? It's just all of the fun semantics with it. And he swings first pitch, slow grounder in the hole. Rogers charges, Rogers throws, he's out. The third baseman, Rogers, just took it away from Bonnock. It's really his play, though, because his forward momentum was taking him to first base. And a nice play made by Levi Rogers for the first out here of the 4th inning. Zach Wilson worked a walk in his first plate appearance, and he comes into the box now. And it's another slow grounder down that third base line. Haycraft picks, and he's not going to have a play. He picked it up, and then Grayson County throws it up the right field line. Bradshaw wasn't able to pick it up, and that's one of those that Haycraft should have just said, you know what, I'm not going to make this play. As that was hit, and it just rolled and then died in the dirt and didn't roll foul. Shows that's one of those plays that baseball is a cruel game, because you saw Grayson Chaffins put a charge into one. His exit velo was 70 miles per hour faster, but he doesn't get a hit. But that one, which is a little duck that rolls down the line, is a hit. That's why I love baseball, because you see so many of those things that it is just a cruel game sometimes. How hard you hit it doesn't always mean it's going to go someplace where somebody's not standing. Owens had a sacrifice in his first plate appearance. Doesn't show it here. And his first 2 pitches miss outside for 2 balls to Owens. Wilson, the runner, down at first base. Wilson only had 4 steals a year ago in 6 attempts. Not a huge threat to go. But the Raiders have been aggressive so far tonight. Napier checks the runner, Wilson at first. Pickoff move, and Wilson only had about a 2-step lead. He's in there safe. Another pickoff move, and again, Wilson in without a tag. One nothing. Hart County leads Grayson here in the top half of the fourth. 2-0 pitch to Owens. He shows bunt and fouls it into the Grayson County dugout. Laying it in the middle of a couple of players over there who are waiting for their opportunity. It's like Case and Burden might have been the first one to touch it, along with Austin Shake down there. See if they show bunt again from Owens. He does, and it's inside, almost hit him, but rolls it right down to Rogers at third. He'll throw on and get the out. It was a really nice bunt by Owens, as he was almost just using it to make sure that ball didn't hit him. Ended up sawing it off down that third base line. Another sacrifice bunt for the Raiders. Goes 5-3 on the putout. Wilson advances into scoring position, and Colton Collins, who grounded out to Bratcher at first in his first plate appearance, will get a chance now to try and add to this Hart County lead. And he swings at a pitch at his eyes for a first pitch strike. Cougars trying to open the year 1-0 again. They did last season as well with a win against Fort Knox. 0-1 just misses on the inside corner. Timeout called, and Jody Nutt asking for an explanation from our home plate umpire over something. Not entirely sure as to what this might be about. Now Nutt is talking to Chase Bonnock at shortstop, and I'm not entirely sure what that's about. I don't know if Chase was maybe unintentionally making contact with a runner, or maybe that's what the umpire was saying to say, hey, he cannot make contact, which is obvious. Napier steps off. I don't really know what that might be about. That's where I wish we could mic up umpires. 1-1 fouls off. It rolls all the way back to the umpire, and he'll just bend over and pick it up. Sometimes we will recognize the umpires who are calling the balls and strikes from basketball or other sports, but I do not recognize either one of them tonight. 1-2. Thrown to the backstop as it goes underneath of Lane and Haycraft. That'll be a pass ball and allow for Wilson to advance 90 feet to third base. It's a big pitch coming here from Napier, as it'll be a 2-2 count. And that runner now 90 feet away, and with how good the Raiders have been pitching today, that second run could be massive. And just misses high on the break even. Standing in the on-deck circle for Hart County is L.D. Wagoner, who has scored the only run of the game. Napier checks the runner, delivers the 3-2 pitch. It's blooped into right field, and it is going to drop. In there for a base hit, and Hart County leads 2-0. Just over the outstretched glove of Case Rogers, and the Raiders lead 2-0. L.D. Wagoner worked a walk in his last plate appearance and came around to score. First pitch swinging right down the can. He misses. 0-1, another swing and a miss. Wagner trying to catch up to it. Wagner has a very short swing when he swings, which is good to just reach back here and see how hard Gage can throw it on the 0-2. And he does, and Wagner swings over top of it. The Raiders, though, score a run. And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Hart County 2, Grayson County 0. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Grayson County looking to get the bats rolling as it's the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail Hart County 2-0, and it's the heart of the order. At least for Grayson County, Chase Bonnock will lead off. Bonnock's only one pitch in his first plate appearance, and he lined it into left center field. Cougars only have 2 hits in this game. Only stranded one of those as Bonnock was out by a double play back in the first inning. Bonnock talking now with the home plate umpire. You might remember in that last half inning, they stopped play to have some sort of conversation with him, who he was playing short, covering the runner at second. I still don't know what it might have been about, but I'm sure it was something about his coverage. And first pitch to Bonnock is high for ball 1. It popped off the glove of the catcher Martin as well, and you'll usually see that even if that pitch was a strike, because the catcher Martin could not cleanly field it, it's almost automatically a ball. Bonnock sends one right side out of play. Bonnock on the Cougar basketball team last year. There was a stretch there after the injury to Kobe Martin where he was the 6th man, and he was playing really well. He won the Hometown Hangout MVP at least once, if not a couple of times, for just stellar defense. Well outside, and he's ahead in the count here at 2-1. Bonnock, not the biggest guy on the field or the floor, but that allowed for him to play really pesky defense for the Cougar basketball team that, of course, finishes the region runner-up. 2-1 to Bonnock. Misses high, and he's ahead here 3-1. Big pitchers count, or hitters count here for Grayson County. So they trail 2-0 on opening day 2025 against the Raiders of Hart County. Hard ground ball foul. First base coach Bradley Napier tried to barehand that off the wall, and he soon realized that that's probably not the best decision. He's shaking his head right now at the dugout. I'm sure the dugout's letting him have it, so he was not able to field that one barehanded. Full count pitch to Bonnock here to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Cougars trail 2-0. Minor delivers. And it's popped straight up and out of play behind us here in the press box at Don Lee Field. They are shading in the outfield for Bonnock to pull ever so slightly, playing very in as well in the outfield. 3-2 pitch is now fouled off to the right side. And Bonnock having a great plate appearance to open up this inning. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Minor's been very pitch efficient so far. This will only be his 38th pitch of the game as He only threw 30 pitches through the first 3 innings. 3-2 to Bonnock, misses low and outside, and that'll be a walk. Leadoff walk for Chase Bonnock, putting some speed on the base pass for the best bat in the Grayson County order, and Levi Rogers. Rogers grounded into that bad luck double play in the first inning as they ran a hit and run with Bonnock, and he grounded it right back up the middle, and the shortstop Huff was going to cover to try and get the out at second on Bonnock because he was stealing, and allowed for an easy 6-3 double play. Bonnock in on the pickoff attempt. Miner took a long look in at first and then fired it over, daring Bonnock to steal. Checks the runner a couple of times. Rogers in the box. Delivers low for ball 1. See if Jody Nutt will run a little hit and run, and as to how early he will. Last time it came back to bite. He's not done any signs yet. Another pickoff, and Bonnock is in as the ball was dropped by Wilson. 2-0, Hart County leads Grayson. They got 1 run in the third, 1 run in the fourth. Cougars not really threatened at all tonight. Only a pair of hits in the game. Levi Rogers, line drive into right center field. That's going to drop. Bonnock is on his horse. He's rounding, and he is going to try and come in and score. A play coming in at the plate. Now Bonnock has caught up. Backside, they try to get Rogers to second. Bonnock going into third. The slide, he's in there. Bonnock gets back in. Not a great tag at all by the third baseman, Sloan, and the runners are on second and third with nobody out here in the fourth inning. Hart County upset, but from my angle, it looked like that he got in there safely. The third baseman, Sloan, not happy at all, but it was not a great tag by him, but not a great throw. It was high and had a long time to go in and drop the tag down. The double by Rogers gets us going now, and Garrett Bradley, who was coming on strong late in the season, he flew out into left field in his first plate appearance. That would do just fine right now, though, to plate the speedy Bonnock. Pitch inside. The Hart County faithful thought that was a strike. Over to our left. But to give our home plate umpire credit, he's not called the inside pitch at all today. And this time trying to go outside is Miner, and he misses. Cougars threatening for the first time tonight. They trail 2-0 in the top of the fourth inning. Nobody out, though. Bonnock stands at third. Rogers at second. Bradley, the hitter now. And he's ahead in the count now at 3 balls and no strikes as Miner tried to go inside again. And now you got the decision to make on whether you green light the young hitter Garrett Bradley on a 3-0 pitch and 2 in scoring position. And it doesn't matter anyways. It's a pitch outside, and a 4-pitch walk will load the bases with nobody out in the fourth inning. And we are going to have a mound visit from Hart County now with Cam Fulkerson coming to the plate as they're going to talk things over with the starting pitcher Miner with nobody out in this inning and the bases completely juiced for Fulkerson. This is the first time Miner's really even had to sweat all day today as Cougars only had 2 hits in the game prior to that last hit from Levi Rogers on the double. A couple of walks as well in this inning, and it's amazing how just one bad thing in a game of baseball can allow you to stress out just a little bit. Fulkerson lined out to the left fielder Wagner in his first plate appearance. Big moment for the Cougars here, trying to get their first runs of the new season. Infield plays in. Runners on every base, nobody out. Cougars trail 2-0. First pitch swinging, and Fulkerson swings over top of it. I like that he was ready to swing there because you know after a 4-pitch walk that you're almost guaranteeing that you're going to get yourself a strike. Fulkerson was ready for it. He just swung over the top of it. Large lead down at second for Rogers, and it's nearly thrown to the backstop. It is! Ballnock digging for home. He slides! The pass ball puts the Cougs on the board for the first time in 2025. As the pitch was a little outside, and at first Martin got enough of a glove on it that it looked like he was going to grab it, and at the last second it came out of his glove and rolled all the way to the backstop. All of the runners advanced 90 feet. Two-1 now. The go-ahead run stands in scoring position now for Cam Fulkerson. 1-1 pitch is a slow ground ball to the second baseman, Cheney. That'll tie us up. As Cheney throws on to Wilson, Rogers comes in to score, and it is a brand new ball game now. Bradley did advance down to third. And the starting pitcher, Gage Napier, will try to help himself. With only one down in the inning, he grounded out to short in his first plate appearance. And pitch is low, pops away from the catcher. Martin this time didn't go very far, and Bradley scurries back to third base. Minor trying to work out of this inning without any further damage after the Cougars have tied it up 2-2. Napier checks his swing high, and it is high for ball number 2. Jake Bratcher stands in the on-deck circle. 2 runs have already crossed the plate here in this inning. Napier, hard ground ball to the third baseman, Sloan. He checks the runner at running home. Instead, takes the easy out at first. Bradley comes in to score, and it is a 3-2 Grayson County lead. Gage Napier helps himself out with the RBI. Bases now cleared with 2 down in the 4th inning. Jake Bratcher gets his turn. He struck out in his first plate appearance against Minor. And first pitch misses high to Bratcher. Good to see the Cougar bats wake up, though, in this inning after they've been really quiet through the first 3 on the season. Bratcher, fly ball hit back into deep left field. Wagoner going back. He curls around and makes the catch just on the outer edge of the track. We head now to the 5th inning of play. Grayson County fights back for their first lead in 2025 as they lead 3-2. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Cougars have their first lead of the season. They lead 3-2. Top of the fifth inning we head. Gage Napier today for Grayson County has gone 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He's looked pretty good on the mound and also has an RBI to go with it. Gage maybe in the driver's seat for being our hometown hangout MVP at game number 1 of this season. Of course, after every single game this year on K105, we partnered with Hometown Hangout to give out the Hometown Hangout MVP for somebody who was pivotal in the Cougars or Lady Cougars picking up a big win. Maddox Gower leads off. He had a sacrifice in his first plate appearance, and he swings and misses at the first one there from Napier. As we will see the Lady Cougars for the first time next week on Thursday, as they will host Breckenridge County over at the Lady Cougar softball complex. There's another swing and a miss outside, and Napier quickly ahead at 0-2. Give them the best of luck, though. They play opening day on Thursday. They travel down to Barron County to take on the Trojanettes. And it's fouled off right side. I thought I heard maybe a little crash over there, like maybe some broken glass or something. And luckily, I'm not parked over that way. It's always good when you look at the fans. You can immediately tell whose car it is based on their reaction. And there is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gower goes down on strikes. And the lineup will flip back over to the top now for Austin Martin. Martin, 1 for 2 today. He had a single into right field in his last plate appearance against Napier. And first pitch from Napier is skied high in the infield. Called off by Bratcher, the first baseman, and he makes the play. Fulkerson, the right fielder, was charging in, and on the outer edge of the grass, Bratcher is able to make the play. As that one fed the birds up high. 2 down here in the inning, and Zach Sloan gets his first plate appearance of the inning. He's sacrificed and struck out tonight. And first pitch right down Broadway for a called strike to Sloan. Of course, the Sweet 16 for boys basketball starting to be finalized. I believe the final games are today or tomorrow to finalize those spots. I see one coming in. Have to give a shout out to my alma mater. Cooper Jaguars look like they're about to go back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2017. And 1, 2, 3 go the Raiders. 3 pitches. Sloan goes down on strikes. And we head to the bottom of 5. It is 3-2. Grayson County on top of Hart County. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a Future Designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMeister for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Cougs lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Give a couple more Sweet 16 updates as well. It looks like Adair County is leading North Hardin in their game as 5 minutes left in that game. Adair County up 8. Looks like Adair County might be headed back to their second straight Sweet 16 as champions of the 5th region. And then one more was happening today. I believe this is the 8th region. South Oldham and North Oldham are tied at 46 with 2 minutes remaining in that game. That believe that's happening up at Henry County High School. Sweet 16 starting to come into form. Of course, that'll be held next week at the University of Kentucky. Usually it would be this week, but Rupp Arena hosting the first and second round of the NCAA tournament. Now, for some of you U of L fans, you are quite excited. Well, I guess you're excited about the games being in Lexington. Maybe you're complaining a little bit about the draw. Not that a U of L fan would ever complain about anything, I say, as I look at our director for today, Simon Drain, who is I mean, I guess we can call him a Louisville fan. I don't know why somebody would want to admit that, though. We start the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be Grayson Chaffins to lead off. And he has a first pitch called strike against him on the inside corner. I kid. As you can tell, myself speaking as the Kentucky fan on this broadcast. It's all in fun. The 0-1 is a called strike outside corner to Chaffins. Chaffins hit one on a rope. The issue was, it was right at Zach Sloan, the third baseman, in his first plate appearance. 0-2 to Chaffins. Called strike 3. He didn't like it. A little high. But down on strikes goes Grayson Chaffins. Jet Hawkins, a little blooper into left field for his first hit of his career in his first plate appearance. Of course, Jet, the younger brother of Dane Hawkins, who had a very good career for the Cougars, both on the mound and swinging the bat. And Hawkins, slow grounder up the middle. Huff, the shortstop, charges in. He's going to have to get it off quick. Hustling down the line, and it goes up the line. Infield base hit for Jet Hawkins. It was a bang-bang play, and because of that, I give that one an infield hit. There's my first scoring decision of the season. Our director, Simon Drain, he agrees. I like to have multiple minds, too, because I think sometimes I'm a little cruel in handing out errors. But to me, that's a tough play. Slow grounder, shortstop's charging in, Hawkins plus speed. It was a bang-bang play. If it wasn't bang-bang, maybe that's an error. But Hawkins might have been safe regardless. Landon Haycraft 0 for 2 today. First pitch is high and pops out of the glove of the catcher, Martin. Haycraft has grounded out twice, both right back up the middle to the starting pitcher, Minor. Pickoff move, Hawkins back in. (3-2) Grayson leads, bottom of the fifth, one down. Another pickoff, and Hawkins in safe. The sun has pretty much completely set here at Donley Field. Nice sunset out beyond right field as Hawkins again dives in. I'll be interested if the pickoff rule ever comes into high school baseball in the NFHS. Of course, in Major League Baseball now, I think you get 2 of them is what the rule is. And then on the third, if you have to get him out or he gets second base. I'll be interested if that ever becomes a thing. And now we have timeout called by Landon Haycraft behind the dish. I'd have a love-hate with it. I'd be fine if it's maybe a little bit more than 2 in the high school game, but you do see sometimes where it comes a point where it's like, okay, can we play some baseball? And this has not gotten to that stretch even in a little bit. Pitch goes over the head of Haycraft, and now they got Hawkins caught. Hawkins digs back to first, and he is in there. Just barely got in ahead of the tag, trying to be aggressive. And we've said it once, we'll say it 100 times this season. If you're going to go, you got to go. You got to make that decision. The hesitation is what's going to cause you to be out regardless. And especially when you've got as much speed as Hawkins does have. 2-0 to Haycraft. Hawkins is off and running, and it is fouled off. And first base coach Briley Napier tried to barehand another one and could not get it either. He's 0 for 2 now today. And I hope he goes back and watches this. He's lucky that we're running a few cameras down today due to having less crew, because we'd have a camera directed right on him. And you better believe next game we're going to have that ready for Briley Napier foul ball cam. So he's got time to practice. 2-1, another pickoff move, and he's out. That's wow. Jody Nutt's wanting an explanation now. Briley Napier, he's asking for an explanation too. Is Briley going to get rung from his first game as an assistant coach? I mean, that's terrible. I don't think he was even. I don't know. So Jed Hawkins is called picked off. It didn't look like he was out. I mean, the umpire had a lot better angle than we did, but. And that is the second out here of this fifth inning. I mean, I don't know. He had a lot better angle than we did, but it didn't even look like it was close. Jet getting back. Maybe he just got sick of the pickoffs. 2-1 to Haycraft is a line drive ripped into left center field, or right center field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Owens. And Landon Haycraft gets a hit, and that's where that hurts even more, because Hawkins would have probably been able to advance to third on that play. Chase Bonnock, he's walked and singled today. Here comes the first pitch. Off and running is Haycraft. Pitch low, and he's got that bag stolen easily for Landon Haycraft. His first steal of the season, and the Cougars' first steal of the season. It's a good pitch to run on as well, since it was low. Forces the catcher to get back up quick. The 1-0. Large lead, pickoff attempt, and Haycraft's in there safely. Hart County not afraid to attempt some pickoffs. I don't know if that's a stat that I have kept here on my official stat sheet over here or not. No, it doesn't have how many that have been attempted, but it's probably getting close to double digits. Minor comes with a pitch. It's outside, and the count goes to 2-0 against Bonnock. Remember to stay tuned in. Post-game, we'll have our hometown hangout MVP for today's game. Got a couple of good candidates as well already. 2-0. Inside, and Bonnock has gotten ahead now at 3-0 against Minor. Minor last season threw nearly 500 more pitches than the next highest pitcher on Hart County's team. He was their workhorse. But you got to imagine how early in the season, how long the leash would be. And Bonnock watches a pitch a little high, but that's what they probably refer to as the good old 3-0 Leo, where that strike zone on a 3-0 just expands a little bit more. And maybe if that was a 1-0 pitch, it might have been a ball. 3-1 coming to Bonnock. Large lead down at second for Haycraft. It's inside, and called strike. One of the first times we've seen the inside strike called tonight. Haycraft, some insurance, stands down at second. Bottom of the fifth, 3-2. Cougars lead Hart County. 3-2 pitch coming to Bonnock. Slow grounder down the third baseline. Sloan has to hurry, and he has no play. Hard turn around third for Haycraft, and he's caught up, but the ball's dropped by the shortstop, Huff, and it allows Haycraft to scurry back. Now Bonnock is caught up in between first and second. They're going to let him make the decision as Haycraft stands at third, and they're just going to chase Bonnock back down. Bonnock caught. Let's see what Haycraft will do. This play's still alive. Bonnock now goes into second standing, and now the ball's nearly thrown away to third. Runners on second and third with 2 outs after a weird play. Levi Rogers, one of the Cougars' best bats. He doubled in his last plate appearance. He has a big opportunity here with a 3-2 advantage. Timeout called. And it's an intentional walk. They want no part of Levi Rogers. Garrett Bradley. He's 0 for 1, walked in his last plate appearance on 4 pitches, and is also flown out. Bradley can swing it as well as the cleanup hitter. Nowhere to put him. Play at any base. First one's outside. Haycraft stands at third. Bonnock at second. Rogers the runner at first. 1-0 to Bradley. Misses outside. He tried the two-seamer and it couldn't drop in. This is a big hitter's count on the 2-0. Bradley, and it will miss his high. And now it is 3-0, and I know Jody not necessarily the biggest fan of the green light on 3-0, but do you do it here where you know you need a strike because they got nowhere to put him? This will be the 70th pitch of the game for Minor, and it misses low. Walking in a run, and Grayson leads 4-2. A mound visit now happening for Braden Minor. And it might not just be a mound visit. It is a pitching change for Hart County. We'll tell you what this all is when we come back. Grayson County leads 4-2. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero. Now that's a superhero landing. Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes. Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home. That's my girl!
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and
Boer is the new pitcher for Hart County, and he comes into a jam, bottom of the 5th inning. Grayson leads 4-2. Ethan Boer, the sophomore, appeared in 14 games a year ago. And he is facing the hitter Cameron Fulkerson and misses first pitch inside. We're efforting some of the changes in the field. It looks like the pitcher has moved to shortstop. Hart County jerseys aren't the easiest to see in the lights. Fulkerson swings and misses outside. For Boer, last year was 0-2 with 2 saves, an ERA of 5.68, 22 strikeouts, and 21 walks. Bases loaded for Cameron Fulkerson. 1 run has already crossed the plate via the free pass. Fulkerson ground ball to the third baseman, Sloan. He's going to tag the runner Rogers for the fielder's choice, and that is the inning. The Cougars threaten and get 1. We head to the 6th, and Grayson County leads 4-2. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome back here to Donley Field. Grayson County leads 4-2 as we head to the 6th inning of play. Gage Napier today for the Cougars has been good on opening day. He's gone 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, allowed only 1 earned run to go along with 3 walks, and he also has got an RBI swinging the bats here today. South Oldham has punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. For the first time since 2016 as well, as that field continues to get closer and closer to being finalized. Braden Miner will hit for the Raiders here against Gage Napier. Miner 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and flown out. And first pitch is a cold strike outside. Miner does close his book pitching-wise. He went 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts in his first appearance of the season. Hard ground ball to Rogers at second. He bobbles, he recovers, and he throws on for the first out. Nice play made by the 8th grader after originally, bobbling the play and stuck with it, though, to get the first out. Bryson Huff, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 today. He struck out and grounded out in this contest. The wind started to pick up, and it's brought the temperature down as this game has gone along, but it feels a lot better than what we've had throughout some of these contests, especially during basketball season. Pitch Mitch is outside for ball 1. As I still remember when in January we went to a game and we were walking inside, it was 1 degree outside. So I'm not going to complain about a little bit of wind on a 70-degree evening. Called strike inside, moving us to 1-1. And I don't think a lot of fans here tonight are. Saw some blankets being brought out as the game goes along, especially on the Grayson County side down to our right. 1-1 misses high. Napier been pretty pitch efficient as well. 67 pitches now. This will be pitch number 68 for him. Finding the strike zone at a 66% rate. And he blows that by Bryson Huff. Evening us up at 2-2. Break even coming. Just misses outside. Making the count go full. Inside, and that'll be a walk to Bryson Huff. Zach Wilson, who's 1 for 1 with a slow little dribbler down the third base line that went for a single and also worked a walk here today. Grayson leads 4-2 here, top half of the 6th inning. Cougars trying to open up the year with a 1-0 record against the Hart County Raiders. Inside, nearly hits Wilson. Off-speed pitch finds the zone there for Napier. Moving us here to 1 ball, 1 strike. It really is a good crowd, though, today. There aren't many open seats down on the Grayson County side to our right. And missing low is a pitch from Napier. Struggling to find the zone a little bit in this 6th inning. Got to imagine fatigue starting to set in just a little bit for Napier. Large lead down at first for Huff. Napier comes, swing and a miss, blows it right by Zach Wilson. He just reared back and let that one rip. Two inside. Wilson bailed out of the way, making the count go full again. Checks the runner, 3-2 pitch, down on strikes goes Zach Wilson. Another strikeout for Gage Napier, his 6th of the game, and now Gage Owens comes in. He's 0 for 0 today with a pair of strikeouts. Or rather, a pair of sacrifices. Would be 0 for 0 today, and safe to say that a sacrifice won't be happening here with 2 down already in the inning. Pitch is low, runner is off, good throw, and can't be corralled by Bonnock. As the throw at the last second trailed a little bit over to the left, and Bonnock couldn't get a clean hold on it, and if he would have, it would have been a close play down at second. I believe it was called a ball though on the pitch as well. Pickoff move and safe. Hard slide back in, almost taking out Bonnock. was Huff. Runner off again. Throw down to third. This time the runner is safe, is the call. Bang, bang play. But another steal for Huff to put a runner 90 feet away. The count was 1-1. Napier peeks the runner at third. Pitch coming, fouled off. Owens struggling to stay in front of Gage Napier's fastball. This is one where you go high and see if he can't catch up to it. Instead, he goes low, and it ends in the result that Grayson County wanted, called strike 3. Hart County threatens, puts a runner on third, but no runs cross the plate. Cougars looking for some insurance. We head to the bottom of the 6th. They lead 4-2. Cougar baseball on K105.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville.
Gage Napier leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for Grayson. They lead 4-2 against Hart County, looking for some insurance. Here to help himself out. Napier 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out twice. One of those ground outs, though, plated a run. And he fouls it off directly behind the dish. And came very close to owing us a new camera behind the dish there. It's game 1, Gage. Don't take us out already. The 0-1. He fouls it off. I know Gage usually goes back and watches these, so. Be careful, Gage. See, one of the players that did take out one of our cameras a couple of years ago is sitting down there in the stands over to our right. Hannah Franklin took us out a few years ago. And now Gage, did it hit him? It did not. Goes all the way inside. He dove out of the way of it. I thought it might have hit him on the back leg, but apparently it just ended up missing him. 1-2. Misses low. Boer back again, remains into the game as pitcher. Came in relief and got out of the bases-loaded jam. Got Fulkerson to ground out to third. Breaking ball didn't break quite enough, and it misses high. The count will go full to Napier. Three-two pitch. Popped off right side. Wilson, the first baseman, gives chase, and it goes into the Grayson County bullpen down the right field line. We'll be back here at Donley Field on Monday. So the Cougar baseball team will take on Breckenridge County. 3-2 pitch, misses outside, and Napier works a walk. And a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 6th inning, which only helps when you're trying to add some runs. I believe we will have a courtesy runner for Grayson County as well. as it'll be Jamison Buster to be the courtesy runner down at first base. Again, the courtesy runner is allowed to be used for the catcher and the pitcher, and it allows for you to leave and re-enter the game as many times as possible. So Buster running down at first. Jake Bratcher 0 for 2 today. He's struck out and flown out, and he calls for time. Grayson Chafin stands in the on-deck circle. Jet Hawkins in the hole here as Grayson leads 4-2 here in this opening game of the brand new season. Boer delivers the pitch. It's called strike at the knees to Bratcher on that outside corner. Boer, when he's pitching, he has some different head jerks as he looks back towards second a couple of times as if to, it's almost as if he's checking a runner at second, but there's nobody there. Notice that on his last pitch. I don't know if that's something he does every single time or not. Well, now there he goes, looks back to second, and now delivers the pitch. Off and running, swing and a miss by Bratcher. The throw down to second, and he's out. Buster caught running. The hit and run doesn't work. And a caught stealing is the first out here in this 6th inning. Another out on the base paths made by the Cougars, and that one was definitely out. The 0-2 to Bratcher is sawed off right side and into the bullpen. For the Raiders, in the top half of the 7th, it'll be Collins, Wagner, Gower, 7, 8, 9. Bratcher again fouls off. Oh, 2 breaking ball, fools Bratcher, and he swings and misses at the pitch high and inside. Grayson Chafin's in. He put a charge into one of his first plate appearance, lined out to the third baseman Sloan. In his last plate appearance, he struck out. And Chafin's just got enough to foul it off on the first pitch. Grayson has not played really organized baseball since he was 9 years old. Committed to play football next season at Kentucky Wesleyan. Inside it misses, and will be signing to make that official in the coming weeks. He's going to be a big hole for that Cougar football team to fill. 1-1, misses high. The 2-1. Low, and the count goes to 3-1 to Grayson Chafin. Trying to get on base for the first time in his Grayson County career. And called strike at the knees to Chafin's. Really good pitch by Boer. Full count pitch with 2 down here in the inning. And Chafin's goes down on strikes. We head to the 7th. Grayson County leads Hart County 4-2. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hey, Kentucky high school senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
4-2, Grayson leads here in the 7th inning. Cougars 3 outs away from opening up the year 1-0, and it'll be the bottom third. Collins, Wagner, Gower scheduled to hit for Hart County. Napier's been good today. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Also has an RBI. Swinging the stick for Grayson today. Cougars will turn their attention towards a Thursday game at Ohio County. Next up for them. And then on Saturday, they will travel to Webster County to play a pair of games. They'll face the host school, I believe the Trojans, at 10 a.m., and then they'll play Ballard Memorial at noon. I believe Webster County is the Trojans there. They'll travel there on Saturday. Then on Monday, they get a game against Breckenridge County. Colton Collins, 1 for 2 today. First pitch is a called strike from Napier. Collins is grounded out and singled on a blooper into right field. And he swings and misses there. Napier ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Napier been efficient pitching. It's only his 82nd pitch here in this 7th inning. Trying to move to 1-0 in the season. Swing and a miss. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good night. And down on strikes goes Collins, and it'll be L.D. Wagner now to hit. He struck out and walked today. He scored one of the 2 Hart County runs. He scored the first one back in that 3rd inning. And Wagner swings over top. We mentioned in the last plate appearance that Wagner has a very short swing. And he struggled to catch up to Chaffins' fastball. And right on cue, Napier blows another one by him. As Wagner, 36 carries, 255 yards, 6 touchdowns on their football team. And just misses high from Napier. One-two, Napier wasting no time, and it's popped off behind the dish. Headed towards the parking lot. Everybody cringes and hopes that they don't hear a thud of a car. And I did not hear one, and I don't see anybody running, which probably means that it missed. Either that or somebody's going to find a nice dent when they get to their car here a little bit later on. 1-2. Popped off again. That might be another one. And immediately I heard a fan say, ooh, it almost got you. So it might have gotten one. L.D. Wagner must have something wrong with the cars behind us. He sent 2 back there. Will there be a third or will it be strike 3? The 1-2. Low. We might almost need to add a camera to car cam behind us, because that sometimes can be just as entertaining. Maybe we'll send one of our camera operators just roam around the parking lot filming. I'm sure nobody would complain about filming random cars. 2-2, fouled off this time right side. That's headed towards the player parking lot. L.D. Wagner's out there. He's aiming for cars now. Break even coming from Napier. 91st pitch of the game. Called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And the Raiders are down to their final out. Maddox Gower, he struck out and sacrificed. Stay tuned in for our extra innings show. I believe we might talk to a member of the Cougar coaching staff. And that's popped off right side, and that will be out of play. Not sure if it'll be Briley Napier, if it'll be Buddy Hobby, Nick Beeler, or maybe even the head coach, Jody Nutt, will be making the trek up to talk to us, or maybe none of them. They might not want to talk to me. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and just like that, the Raiders are down to their final strike now in this game as Napier's trying to strike out the side here in this game. Napier has 4 consecutive strikeouts. Can he make it 5? He does! Strike 3, Cougars win. They open up the season with a record of 1-0 with a 4-2 win against Hart County tonight. Your final score today, Grayson County 4, Hart County 2. Gage Napier, spectacular today. 7 innings, 10 strikeouts to give the Cougars a big win. Your final score, Grayson County 4, Hart County 2. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Grayson County victorious today in their opening game of the brand new season. They defeat Hart County by the final score of 4-2. Time now to give out our hometown hangout MVP from today's game. We're not going to waste any time in getting to it. We talked, and I mean, it's tough to not give it to the man himself. The starting pitcher today, Gage Napier. Napier goes 7 innings, only allows 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts. Then he had an RBI too, swinging the sticks. So Gage Napier is our hometown hangout MVP from the opening game of the brand new season. Congratulations to Gage for being named that to open us up. But, you got to give a shout out to a couple other guys. Cam Fulkerson, he had an RBI as well. Garrett Bradley, thought he was very efficient swinging the bat today. Chase Balnock goes 2 for 2, reaches base in all 3 of his plate appearances today as well. Again, your final score today, Grayson County defeats Hart County by the final tally of 4-2. I don't know if we'll talk to a member of the coaching staff or not, But more comes up on our extra innings show after this, as this is Cougar Baseball on K105.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post. Tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help call center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info. Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Donley Field, where Grayson County wins today against Hart County by the final score of 4-2. On opening day, Gage Napier gets the win. He goes the distance, 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 10 strikeouts. The loss sounded a minor for Hart County. He goes 4 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. I think I saw Coach Nutt making his way up, so we'll step aside, and I think we'll talk to him after this. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true. We've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Welcome back here to Donley Field. Grayson County is a winner by the final score of 4-2 against Hart County. Coach Nutt joins us. Those are my unofficial stats, so if you wanted to take a peek at them, they're not from yours either, but I would assume they're pretty close to what you have. But as they all say, it's always better to be 1-0 than it is to be 0-1, right?
Absolutely. What a great night.
I thought Gage pitched really well today, and I think you're starting to see him mature. Not that he wasn't mature, but I think you're saying especially mature as a pitcher and not letting the leadoff walk affect him as much.
Absolutely. In the scrimmage game the other night, we shut him down. He'd had a little bit of elbow issues, and he's just a really good kid that's particular about his body. And it wasn't anything major, but he thought, hey, I need to be aware of this and whatnot. So we shut him down for the scrimmage game, and it was kind of in the back of his mind early, but we talked, and he's like, no, I want it. I want the ball tonight. I'm ready. And he is a slow starter. First inning, second inning, he's getting primed up. Third, fourth inning. In the fifth inning especially, he just locks in, and he's a guy that's a workhorse that will get better as the game goes. So he did a great job tonight. So couldn't be more proud of him.
I thought with the bats today, out of your two-hole, Chase was swinging the ball really well.
Oh, yeah, and that's what we look for in the two-hole. We want a two-hole hitter that's hard-nosed. He reminds me a lot of back years ago with Noah Bullock, who was a really good two-hole hitter back probably, 8 years ago or so.
Yeah, he graduated in 19,
yes.
I think. Yeah.
So he reminds me a whole lot of
That's
him.
That's a big compliment.
He's a hard-nosed kid that loves baseball, loves the challenge, and that's what we look for in our two-hole hitter, a guy that can lay it down any pitch, just move the baseball, and he came up with a big hit, and he's just – yes, he did well tonight. We hit the ball pretty hard. We squared a lot of barrels up tonight, but I told him, I said, hey, keep swinging. We're going to find a hole, and we did. We barreled several balls up right at them. That's baseball, So, it was a baseball game tonight, pretty clean. We got the win, and that's always a good thing. So
I know I made a comment that I think in a period of one inning, Grayson Chaffins ropes one down the third baseline.
Yes.
It goes right to the third baseman,
Yes.
and then the next half inning they had a little roller that goes about 5 feet. Probably the exit velo of that might have been 20, and it's a base hit. And
Yes.
I think to me, I was just like, that's baseball. But I like
100%.
For Grayson, though, that being his first at bat, that has to at least make you feel good. At least, he didn't get a hit, but
no,
it's the same thing in a long run.
He came in the dugout, and I looked at him, and I said, man, that felt good. I know it did. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I said, well, they're going to fall. I said, keep swinging the bat. That's what I told everybody tonight. Just keep swinging. Couldn't be more proud of the barrels that we found. Like I said, that's going to happen. But you just got to stay engaged and keep working. And it was funny that when they went up 2-0, I looked at Grayson, and I said, hey, this is going to be our inning. And he had already told another kid, and I looked at Grayson, and I said, we're going to get 4. And he's like, that's what I just said. He said, I think we're going to get 4. We ended up getting 3, but it was a big inning, and we didn't look back. So I told Grayson, I said, well, we didn't get 3 that inning, but maybe I meant 4 was going to be the final score. So, yeah, but they did really well tonight, executed pitching, all 3 facets, pitching, defense, and offense. So, yeah.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll talk to you, I guess, Monday. We'll be back here for Breck.
Awesome. Can't wait. Thank you.
That's head coach Jody Nutt. We'll come back, wrap it up after this here on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help call center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Cougars win today by the final score of 4-2 against Hart County. We'll give you the scoring really quick. Gage Napier, 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. For Hart County, the loss saddled to Minor. He goes 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The RBIs for Grayson County today: Garrett Bradley, Cam Fulkerson, and Gage Napier. Cougars improved to 4-2 on the season. They'll travel to Ohio County on Thursday, and then they'll be at Webster County for a pair of games on Saturday. We'll be back with them, though, on Monday as they take on Breckenridge County. The big rivalry game on Monday, and we look forward for you to join us for that. So that'll wrap us up here tonight. I want to thank our K105 Digital Productions crew. It was just one today. That would be Simon Drain. I'm not going to give the nickname that Steven gave him during basketball season. I don't know. I just can't do it like Steven does. So for him, on a night where Grayson County moves to 4-2, or it wins 4-2 to move to 1-0 on the season, this is Sam Wormley saying, so long, everyone.